Welcome to CHUMP, everybody, the Rooster Teeth game show all about lying and deception. I am your host, Jeremy Dooley, and you might have heard, but this is a very special themed RVB Zero episode, and you'll see why as we introduce our cast today, starting with our deceivers, and deceiver number one, Josh Kazemi. Hey!
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Deceiver number two, and first time on the deceiving team, Hannah McCarthy.
I'm terrified. It's me. I'm scared. I don't like lying. Okay.
And for the first time in front of the camera, usually working behind the scenes on CHUMP, it's Christian Young. Hey, Christian got the little golf clap.
Nice. That's me.
Only two people can suss out whether or not they're telling the truth or lying. The first being today's contestant, Noel Wiggins.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, old boy.
Oh, God.
Thank you for having me.
My God.
Well done.
And, the other person being you, the audience, voting along in the chat using hashtags to decide who you think's telling the truth and who is lying. Welcome, everybody. Noel, first off, you got a couple of things to go over. Number one, what are you doing? And number two,
Yes.
what's with the lineup here? What's going on? What is this all about?
Well, old boy, thank you for having me on your show today.
Oh, God.
Well, this is just me in my Inspector Wigginsbotham the Third at your service. But yes, we have the RVB cast here and crew. We have the amazing Joshua Kazemi, Hannah McCarthy, and the amazing Christian Young.
The titular character. The titular character himself.
All right, stop.
I didn't know if I was supposed to
So-
introduce them. I was caught in character. Well done, old boy. Well done.
He's outlining his suspects straight out. He's just going to show who his suspects are.
Kind of trapped in character, if you will.
We'll remind people at the end of the show, but when can people watch RVB Zero?
Oh, yes, please watch Red vs. Blue Zero, November 9th on the roosterteeth.com. Well done, old boy. Well done.
Well,
Oh, my God.
Well done. Well done.
You
I just
have
think
basically seen the path that the show will be on.
Get ready for 40 minutes of this.
I just have to imagine.
40 minutes of a half-baked bit there. But I brought in more accessories, so let's do this. Let's get to this paper. Let's do this.
This is like, you see those roads in like Arizona that are really long and straight, and you can see everything in front of you, and you're like, this
The horizon. Yeah,
Right?
there's no stopping at this point. Oh,
Well,
my gosh.
Can't turn back.
So a bunch of firsts on this episode. First time Noel is being the contestant. First time Hannah is being the deceiver, despite both having been on the show multiple times. So this will be interesting, which means we need to start things off with a staple of CHUMP, and that is, of course, pushing the envelope. I actually have envelopes this time. So we have
Production value.
I know, right? Normally I have CHUMP scribbled on the front in pen, but didn't go that far this time. So each of these contains a true fact about one of our deceivers. I'm going to shuffle them up and redistribute them. So they could get their own fact, they could get someone else's. It's up to Noel to decide if they're telling the truth or if they're lying by questioning each person for 60 seconds about the fact that they are given. Audience, you work a bit differently, and we'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's hear these true facts. Starting, of course, with Josh. Josh once helped a comedian smuggle their dog into their college campus.
I see.
He's like Noel, absorbing information.
Oh, God.
The true fact about Hannah. Hannah got her start in production thanks to a robbery. Got her start in production thanks to a robbery. Yes.
A robbery.
And that leaves... This is also cut up pieces of paper, as you can tell by the nice header on the top of this piece of paper. It's like a notepad. That leaves Christian, who went to a celebrity's house for a birthday party. Went to a celebrity's house for a birthday party. So those are the three facts. Audience, you will be voting on who actually got their start because of a robbery. Got to start in their career because of a robbery. Hannah is claiming that this is about her. And, once you hear her story, you can decide if you believe that or if you think it's about Josh or about Christian. Use the hashtags in the chat. And remember, you get one vote, but you can change it at any time. So don't spam the same name. You can just change your one vote whenever you want during the game. Noel.
Yes.
Who do you want to start
reporting
with?
Here. Let's see. Yeah. Let's take a look. Who do we have here? Who shall we?
Probably so bad for your eyes.
Which ne'er-do-well should we start? Let me find my monitor. Teeth. There we go. There we go.
You got some good straight teeth. They look good.
No. I appreciate
nice
it.
To magnify.
Possibly. But let's see. Which ne'er-do-well shall we start with this evening? Let's start with Madam Hannah.
Ooh. All right.
Pressure's on.
Hey, extra attention to this one. Got her start in production thanks to a robbery. Noel, you have 60 seconds to question her. 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, get set, go.
What type of robbery was this?
It was a robbery of gear on a production set.
What production was it?
Well, it wasn't a production that I was working on at the time.
But you don't know what the production was?
Well, I can tell you the story. Do you want me to tell the story? Or
please, go right ahead.
I don't know if I'm allowed to. I don't know how this works. Well, okay, so basically, it was basically that I wasn't working on the production. I was working in tech support when I was in college. It was my senior year. And I worked with a guy whose dad was a production manager. And he was telling his son that the PA on set had taken the gear. You're running out of time for questions. He took the gear and then said it was lost. And so he had stolen the gear. And so I was like, well, if you need a new PA, guess who is wanting to be in film and production? And it was me. And so I wasn't on the show at the time, but that's how I got onto it.
Elementary.
Hold on. I will say, because yes, that was quite a tale. Wigginsbotham, I'll give you one more question.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
No, it's okay. That's fine.
Okay,
I'll give you one more question if you would like it.
Okay.
Let's see. What is today's date?
It's the 28th of October.
Oh,
I see. I see.
No awareness.
I'm being gaslit. I don't even. Is that right?
He's getting a baseline thing.
What does that have to do with my start in production?
Everything to do with it.
This is elementary. I think I have this figured out.
Noel,
yes.
Who would you like to question next?
Let's try.
Hey, what's up?
Let's try Christian.
Wow.
All right,
we'll
Christian, who went to a celebrity's house for a birthday party. Noel, are you prepared to question Christian?
One more time. What was that story again? Or that lie, that fabrication?
Christian went to a celebrity's house for a birthday party.
It's true.
All right, absorb that information. Questioning begins. Ready, get set, go.
Well done, old boy. Whose birthday party was it?
It was my cousin's birthday party.
Who was the celebrity?
The celebrity, have you ever heard of this he's like a kind of a no-name rapper. His name's Snoop Dogg.
I think I've heard of him. I think I've heard of this guy.
I think I've heard of him. He's pretty indie.
Oh my god.
Yes. SoundCloud, maybe. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, you can check it out there. Yeah.
Okay. How did you end up at this particular party for that there Snoop Dogg?
So I said it was my cousin's birthday party. So fun facts, Snoop Dogg and I are kind of related. So it was like a family shindig. So we all got invited to go celebrate for a family birthday party.
Where was this shindig?
Good old Los Angeles, California. Fun fact, house.
What was the house?
It was on Cribs. You can go check out his Cribs episode. It was that house. His basketball court. It was real cool.
I see.
Yeah, the Lakers logo on the center. Yeah.
A little embellishment at the end there. See what you did there.
I'm just trying to help.
Just a casual fun fact.
Oh my gosh.
That is two questionings down right there. And that, of course, leaves Josh. And Josh's true fact is that he helped a comedian smuggle their dog into their college campus. So, are you prepared to ask questions to Josh?
Here we go. Let's go.
All right. 60 seconds on the clock.
Here
Ready,
we go.
Get set, go.
Let's see. I forgot what the story was. I'm so sorry. What's the
so
story
much
again?
prop work. I knew you weren't paying attention. It's too much prop work. I smuggled a comedian's dog onto my college campus.
What kind of canine was it? Was it a Snoop Dogg?
Canine.
I can't remember. I've never been able to identify dogs. It was a small Sophie-sized dog, like 15 pounds, white, fluffy.
And it was a how funny was this comedian here? How was
Very funny.
How was the show? How was the show?
Well, I didn't get to see the show. It would have been awesome. I had tickets to the show. I didn't get to see it because I was backstage smuggling the dog in, and then I had to wait there until he was done.
This is quite the lie you weave here, Joshua. Let's see. Let's have a look. See,
Joshua.
You need to run out the clock, man. Too much pipe work. No more questions.
I would love to know how many questions Noel actually asked during his available time.
Well done, old boy. Well done.
The biggest detriment to the time, it wasn't Noel, it wasn't the deceivers, it was Wiggins-Botham.
Wiggins-Botham,
Your own
worst enemy. Oh my god!
All right, there are your 3 stories. So, audience, remember, you are voting on who really got their starts in their career because of a robbery. Hannah was claiming it was about her. Do you believe her? Do you think it was someone else? Last chance to get those votes in. And Noel, before we get your final decisions on everybody, is there anyone you're suspicious of? Anyone you completely believe or don't believe at all? How you feeling?
Let's have a look. See here, Christian, old boy.
Yeah,
Quite the deceiver you are. So calm.
I've
so
told
cool.
nothing but the truth this whole time I've known you.
You've been on this show, haven't you? Quite some time. Actually, you're behind the camera. I see.
True.
You cannot
That's
be trusted, and you're just so calm, so cool, like a cucumber. I think Christian is lying. I think he is. I think he is.
All right, that's fine.
Right,
He's giving me a lot of food. He's giving me a lot of sass.
Unbothered.
He's giving me a lot of sass. I think so. I think it's safe to say that that old boy Christian's lying, but I do believe that Hannah McCarthy is telling quite the true tale. I believe she's.
Oh my goodness! All right. Well, before we get your locked-in answers, audience, you are now locked in. Thank you for voting on round 1 of this episode, and it is time for us to go down the line, starting with Josh, who smuggled in a dog. Noel, is Josh telling the truth or telling a lie?
I believe Joshua is telling a lie.
Do you want to lock that in?
Yes.
All right.
Lock me in there, old boy. Lock me. Lock me.
Oh god!
That was intense.
Locked in.
Yes. All right. Let's go to Hannah. Hannah, who got her start in her career because of a robbery. Is Hannah telling the truth or telling a lie?
I believe Hannah is telling the truth.
Lock that in.
I was waiting for like a jail sound or something.
All right. Forget it. Lock it in. All right.
There it is. Okay.
So now, mathematically, you would have to think that Christian's telling a lie, though that means we haven't always had people do that. Sometimes they go against the math for an impossible answer just to try to get some points. But do you think Christian is telling the truth or telling a lie?
What I do know is he certainly gave me a lot of sass on that last one. So I believe he is telling a lie to cover up with that attitude. Look at him. Look at him. Hands in the air.
All right, lock in. Christian is telling a lie. Let's lock it in. All right, we have our answers in from Noel. It is time now to get our answer from the audience. Audience, who got their start because of a robbery? Did you believe Hannah, or did you think it was someone else? And 2 points on the line here. 41% believed Hannah, pretty close across the board. But yes, Hannah has convinced the audience. And now it is time to go down the line and see who gets points at the end of this one. Starting with Josh, who claimed to have smuggled in a dog for a comedian into a college campus. Noel, you thought Josh was lying, and I can reveal that Josh was telling a lie. So you got that correct.
You got me.
Elementary.
All right. Now on to Hannah, who got her starts because of a robbery. You thought Hannah was telling the truth. Audience, you are hoping that Noel is correct here, and I can reveal that Hannah was telling a lie. It was not the truth. She got you. You got me good right there.
She got me pretty good.
Ooh.
So now what we're waiting to see, did Josh and Hannah swap places and Christian's telling the truth? Or is there another comment? Or are they all liars? And that is going to move us on to Christian. So you thought Christian was telling a lie in this relative of Snoop Dogg, and I can reveal that Christian was telling truth. That was a true story from Christian.
Wild.
Amazing.
That is unbelievable.
Wild.
That is
I thought the
unbelievable.
nose knows. The nose does not nose. That's what it is.
Just
I don't
casual.
know how I did not know that.
Yeah.
Related to Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. It's never come up, you know.
That's insane.
Oh, okay.
So
No one's ever
that
asked.
means
Well
there
done,
are a
boy.
lot
Well
of
done.
points up for grabs. That game has a lot of points up for grabs, and at the end of it, the deceivers have won. That's it. No audience points, no contestant point. 1 for the deceivers. This episode of Chump is brought to you by DoorDash. Between never-ending laundry cycles and incoming emails, you've got plenty on your to-do list. Give yourself one less thing to worry about and let DoorDash take care of your next meal. DoorDash is the app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be left safely outside your door with a new contactless delivery drop-off setting. With over 300,000 partners in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, and the Cheesecake Factory. The contactless delivery is great. You just select that option. The Dasher leaves it right outside your door. You get a little alert that your food has been dropped off. You can go to your door and pick it up. It's safe during this pandemic time. And, just keeps everyone safe, everyone fed, everyone happy. And right now, our viewers can get $5 off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code CHUMP. That's $5 off and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code CHUMP. Don't forget, that's code CHUMP for $5 off your first order with DoorDash. Thank you, DoorDash. Still a very, very close game as we go into our second round of Chump, which is called Out of Context. In this game, we have a social media post from one of our 3 deceivers. We will show you the post, and then Noel will get 45 seconds to question each of our deceivers about the context of this post and why they made it. At the end of the 45 seconds, Noel will tell me simply who made the post. And audience, you are voting along with who made the social media post using the same hashtags in the chat. And of course, a point to you if you get it right. Deceivers can get 2 points here if they manage to fool both Noel and the audience. But it's time for us to take a look at the social media post in question. Let's pull it up and give it a read. Definitely. I'd like to see it again to consolidate my feelings, though, and then a thinky face. I guess is what you would call that. A wonder. Basically, it's
what Noel's been doing the whole time.
It's actually Noel's tweet.
The bottom.
You flip the script on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So hashtag Josh, hashtag Hannah, hashtag Christian, so you can vote on who made this post. Noel, you only get 45 seconds to question each person. Who do you want to start with to get some context?
Let's start with Christian.
Starting with Christian. All right. Christian, 45 seconds on the clock, so keep the questions and answers pretty short. We got to get a bunch in there. Ready, get set, go.
Yeah, what's up?
What is the context of this particular social media post?
I was talking about having gone to see a movie.
What movie was it?
It was a little indie flick called Mad Max Fury Road. I don't know if you've heard of it. It wasn't really.
I'll have to go through my library. to
Oh yeah, I
resources.
trust you will. I trust you can.
What did you think of the film?
I did not like it at first, but I was also
Do tell.
Fun fact, I was also a little bit intoxicated when I saw it. So the context was the person was calling me out saying I had a wrong opinion, and so I was like, okay, I'll humor you.
What was that opinion?
The opinion was that I didn't like it.
Oh.
That is the wrong opinion.
Clearly.
That is the wrong opinion. I will go on record. That's the wrong opinion. And the person was me.
It was indeed Hannah McCarthy. It's all connected.
Noel,
Yes.
who gets the next 45 seconds of your glorious time?
Let's go with Sir Joshua with this one.
Okay.
All right, on to Josh. So 45 seconds on the clock to get the context of the social media post. Ready, get set, go.
Why did you send this? What type of social media post was this? What?
It was a tweet on the Twitter.
Is that like a carrier pigeon? What form of communication is this? Explain. What is the context of this particular tweet?
I had also just seen a film that I had kind of mixed feelings about.
Was it Fury Road?
No.
Please do tell. What film? What cinematic masterpiece was this?
It was Thor Ragnarok.
What did you think of that film?
I hadn't seen any of Taika's movies beforehand, so I really didn't know what to expect. So I didn't like it at first and wanted to watch it again to see if I would like it.
No,
Very similar.
No joke. I think half of the 45 seconds is taken up by adjectives from Noel.
And Noel going,
Correct.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Yes, this fine,
well done,
this fine piece of cinematic viewing that you might have while sitting in a chair partaking of popcorn. Just like
He's too method.
More and more specific. All right, and so that leaves 45 seconds to question Hannah about the context of this social media post. 45 seconds on the clock. Ready, get set, go.
Why did you choose that particular emoji at the end?
because I was thinking about what I was saying. I wanted to consolidate my thoughts, and this is a thinking emoji, so it makes sense.
What's the context of that thinking?
I was talking about a movie I had just seen.
What film was that?
That was the impeccable Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Ooh, The Last Jedi. If you can take a look here, there's a poster. How does that make you feel? That poster back there.
I'm pretty. Is it The Last Jedi? It's
It
cut
is The
off in
Last
the view. That I appreciate and love and adore your taste.
Ooh, okay, I see. You know what? Just for that, I can tell she's telling the truth with that one. Wow. No one else thinks that. No one else thinks that.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
I think that, and you know I think that.
You know that.
How dare you suggest I don't?
Well, before we get the absolute final answer, audience, last chance to change your votes right there. So after hearing the 45 seconds from each person, very similar stories, different movies, different opinions. Is there anyone that you completely don't believe after hearing them speak, or are they all fairly believable? What do you think?
Oh, that was a question for me. I was stuck in the bit. I would say Hannah has to be the one telling the truth.
Hannah, he was lining up the teeth in the camera, like
Looking at the magnifying glass.
Oh my gosh!
in the bit.
I'm trying too hard.
He's trapped in the bit.
Hannah is Miss Femme Fatale is clearly telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Classic Wiggins bottom.
All right. Audience, we're gonna lock. By the way, Christian, if "Trapped in the Bit" is not the title of this episode, I mean, it really should be. I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
All right. So,
The teeth
audience,
going
we're
as
gonna
he's
lock
laughing.
right. We're gonna lock in your votes there, audience. So Noel, lock in your answer. Whose social media post is this?
That was Hannah McCarthy's.
All right. Let's lock in Hannah having the social media post. And before we do the reveal, audience, whose post do you think this is? Is it about Thor Ragnarok, Star Wars, or Mad Max? Let us see.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Good Google Moogly.
Wait,
Elementary.
Wait. I can't.
My goodness.
What were
7 and
you
12.
doing?
I was trying to hold it.
Oh.
Oh, got it. I
I
thought
couldn't
she was
figure
trying
out.
to, like, vampire
Yeah,
tape, like in
yeah.
front of her face.
Like trying to
Don't
hide.
look at me.
So
God.
I can reveal that the social media post belongs to the one and only Hannah McCarthy. Yes, you were correct.
Elementary,
Yeah.
boy.
I forgot to
elementary.
lie. I got so thrown off by everyone
Well, you
saying
weren't
what
supposed to
movies they
lie.
were. I know. I was like, oh, I'm okay. It's whoops.
I
I
forgot
don't
to
know.
lie.
I knew in the heart of the cards she was not lying. No one
I
says
can't
that
lie
about
about The Last
No one
Jedi.
says that.
I can't lie
Which
about it.
that means that the game is now all tied up. It means there is now 1 point across the board
Wow.
for the audience contestant and the deceivers going into the
boy.
final round. Now remember, in Chump, it is not about having the most points. It's and there's the post. I forgot to show the post.
There's
Yes,
me.
there it is. There
Mhm.
she is, the little
Look at
thinky
that.
face. This episode of Chump is brought to you by Bespoke Post. This fall, as you get back into the swing of things, Bespoke Post has brand new seasonal box of awesome collections for guys, guaranteed to upgrade your life. Whether it's gear to upgrade your autumn craft beers, yum yum, or cozy threads for when the temperature dips, Bespoke Post only sends guys the best stuff every month. No matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has you covered. From style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear, Box of Awesome has collections for every part of your life. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right Box of Awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up and you can skip a month or cancel at any time. Each box costs only $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside. I've mentioned it before and I'll mention it again. Bespoke Post has great quality items. They are actually very high quality, very well priced. I got a Damascus steel blade from them that I take with me anytime I go hiking or camping, outdoorsy, anything. I just have it with me because it's great quality and it's useful. So get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code CHUMP at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code CHUMP for 20% off your first box. Thank you, Bespoke Post. Chump's not about getting the most points. It's about not having the least points because you don't want to be the chump. So a lot of people are in the running for this to happen. But we got to see what happens in our final game, which is called What's in Your House? So in this game, I'm going to go down the line of deceivers and get a 1-sentence description of a bizarre item that is in their house. However, only one of them is telling the truth. The other two are making up items that do not exist. It is up to Noel to question them and figure out which items are real. And he will move on to the next person at my discretion. Whenever I tell him you've had enough, move on to the next one.
The stakes have never been higher, Jeremy.
Ado, I like the cross. Like the cross pipe was very nice.
Yeah, I was a fan of that.
Like a weird gentlemanly pirate flag. So first things first, we're gonna go down the line of deceivers and just get that 1-sentence, kind of vague description of your bizarre item. Starting with Josh. Josh, what is in your house?
I have a small elephant marionette from Thailand.
Small elephant marionette from Thailand.
Interesting.
Hannah, what is in your house?
Mine is a action figure. Action figure is a generous term. It is a Paddington the Bear doll riding a horse figure.
Paddington Bear riding a horse. Christian, what is in your house?
I have a life-size bust of Sloth from the Goonies.
A life-size bust of Sloth from the Goonies. All right, there are our 3 items. Noel, you can start with whoever you want, and I'll just tell you when to move on. And audience, of course, you're using the hashtags to vote on who actually has the item. Hashtag Josh, hashtag Hannah, hashtag Christian to cast your vote. Who do you want to start with, Noel?
I will be taking notes this round. Let's start with. Let's start in order. Let's start with Sir Joshua again.
Starting with Josh, the elephant.
Very well.
There's no timer on this one, so whenever you're ready, go for it.
How large is this object again?
It's not very large. It's pretty small, like this big.
What is it made of again?
It's wood. A wood
okay.
marionette.
What is it? How did you get this? How did you acquire this this trinket? I
have a cousin that lives in Thailand, and she brought it back for me.
Okay. What color is it?
It's mostly white. Yes, yeah. It's white and red.
White and red, and from the east. The Far East. Let me see.
Yes.
How much time do I have, Jeremy? I think correct. I already know my
There's
answer.
no time.
All right.
There's no time. We said give us as much time as you want.
Okay, right at the beginning. Give as much time as you want. How much time is left?
I'm stuck in the bit.
How many seconds
time
you
is
trying
what
to
a
find?
construct. Space time.
I feel like he was wondering about travel from the east. Yeah, I've heard stories from the east.
I once solved a case in the Far East.
I've been saying.
I've mapped out many an area. All right. So you said you're going in order. So we're going to Hannah next. Is the plan?
Correct. That is correct.
All right. Paddington Bear on a horse. Whenever you're ready, begin your questioning.
How large is this Paddington Bear?
Fairly small. I would say probably about like this big. Oh, you can't see my other hand, like that big. It combined Paddington and horse.
Combined Paddington and horse.
Yes, because it's a horse with Paddington on it.
Out of all your Paddington trinkets and memorabilia, which one was this? How recent was this?
This was probably from 2 years ago or 2 years ago to RTX. Yeah, 2 years ago.
So you got it at RTX?
Yes, someone gave it to me.
Oh, a fan, I see. A fan. You can be
a Paddington fan.
Sure. I think the last question I have is, what is today's date?
Why you guys gotta do this to me? It's still the 28th, right?
Is it though?
I'm being gaslit. What day is it? Is it a Wednesday? It's Wednesday.
I didn't just state it's the 28th the second time. I said it's still the 28th.
I hate it.
I see.
And that leaves Christian with the life-size bust of Sloth. Whenever you're ready, Noel, begin your questioning for Christian.
Christian, when you say life-size bust, how large is this particular item?
I mean, okay. First off, bust, I saw comments in chat. Bust is like, the thing of like the head. It's not, I don't have a full ass statue of the dude. It's just from like,
that would be frightening.
Calm down. Yeah, that's a little too much.
Up. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it safe to say that Goonies is one of your favorite films? It's not a Fury Road, is it?
Oh, it is not on the level of Fury Road, but also it was not for me. It wound up in my possession. Yeah.
How did it wind up in your possession?
So my girlfriend at the time, The Goonies is like her favorite movie ever of all time, and I thought it would be a very funny gift. So I bought it and like got it commissioned, and then fun fact, she broke up with me before it arrived. So I just got this bust, and I didn't have anyone to give it to at the time.
Do you still have feelings for her?
Look.
Oh my goodness.
We're going into your relationship.
Oh man.
That's not what the show's about. Women's bottoms, move on. Next question, please.
We're pushing it. I'm testing you.
There's no time limit on this one.
Okay. That's enough, Jeremy. That's enough, old boy. I have all my notes.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
My cheeks hurt.
Allow me to show you. May I show you my notes? Allow me to show you the notes that I wrote. Red versus blue. November on roosterteeth.com. I had this prepared. I had this teed up. I had this teed up before the show.
Very good.
Oh my god, I love it.
Very good notes.
All of these amazing items being listed out in front of us, only one of them is real. 2 are made up. Noel, is there anyone you just completely do not believe going into this? Like someone didn't convince you?
Yeah, I want to say Hannah, the Paddington Bear on the horse. I'm gonna say that's a lie because I know absolutely nothing about Paddington Bear.
Okay, that's a good reasoning.
You're British, supposedly.
Yeah.
Mid-Atlantic, Massey.
Yeah, now it's changing to a Mid-Atlantic dialect.
Yeah.
Yeah, the accent depends on the pipe, whichever one he's using.
Yeah, which pipe it is.
Right?
Okay.
From Liverpool, maybe.
Don't think so.
I don't know where anything is at.
No, it sounds
Places,
like
nouns.
you're floating between
Oh my
Josh
God.
and Christian on this one.
Yes, I am.
And before we lock in that answer, audience, your answer is now locked in. You are done for this episode of Chump, and good luck to you. Noel, it is time to hear from you. Who has the actual item in their home?
I believe it's Christian. Sir Christian, I believe this is so outlandish, but that tale of your past difficult relationship really shines some light on that. Yes, I believe he's telling the truth, Jeremy. Old boy, he's telling the truth.
You want to
Oh my
lock in
gosh.
Christian?
Let's lock that in.
I'm
Lock
glad it
in
only took
Christian as having the buzz.
severe emotional
Bullying.
vulnerability for you to believe in that.
Bullying.
Sorry.
Very
Drag
glad.
up things. Audience, let's see who you voted for. Who has the actual item in their home?
Oh,
Very
Oh my
close.
God.
They went
Oh,
Christian with the
Wow.
life-size bust of like. Okay. All right.
I felt the
We'll just
conviction
count it
in
down.
his story.
We're gonna count down. So both Noel and the audience have gone for Christian, which means either they win together or they lose together. One of those two things is happening.
Hey, at least you're together. I sure
Yeah,
was.
right.
You know?
The Chump is either the deceivers or it is the contestant and the audience. So now we're going to reveal the items rather than me just say who has the real item. I'm going to count down from 3 and then say reveal. And on that, the person with the item will hold it up. The other two will just hold up nothing. So the item is being revealed in 3, 2, 1, reveal.
No!
There it is. There's the wooden elephant. This is one of these moments, right? And I talk about this. I talk about this on Chump all the time. I'm like, when someone comes up with something so brutally outlandish that your brain goes, how? We didn't go for that if it wasn't real. I'm very happy that Christian took that shot.
Amazing.
This is very fun tactic.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, old boy. Well done. You've got one over on me.
Yes.
Which
Good game,
means-
sir.
At the end of that
Good
round,
game,
the
good
deceivers
game.
get an additional 2 points, bringing them up to 3. But again, it's not about who has the most points. It means that at the end of this episode of Chump, both the contestant and the audience are going to be today's. There it is. There's the double.
man.
Bang, bang.
Double
Which I think was the result of last episode, too. It's possible. So, audience, you gotta, that streak continues, they say. You gotta keep it, you gotta get into it, you gotta suss them out. But that
This
means
is the
Hannah.
third episode in a row where the audience and contestant were chumps. The third episode. in a
Oh
row.
wow,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Hannah is not the chump. I think Hannah's
Was that
been the
me
chump
for
on a
once?
previous episode. So Hannah has
I've
taken a
definitely
win.
been the chump. Yes.
I think Hannah has
I
taken
was-
a win. And again, I want to thank everybody for being here, for joining us for this RVB 0 episode of Chump. Again, Wigginsbotham, where can they see RVB?
Yes, they can see RVB November 9th on the roosterteeth.com. Please tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's go.
roosterteeth.com.
Let's
Get it on the right plane, right there.
Make sure to check it out on roosterteeth.com. November 9th, RVB 0. And of course, make sure to check out Chump when we return next week at. Wait, are we? Is there one live next week, Christian?
Not next week, no. The following week.
Not
we'll
next
be back.
week. Don't do that. 2 weeks from now, November 11th, Chump will return 5 p.m. Central Time. We are going to go record the post show now, Chump Change, so make sure to become a first member so you can watch that when it comes out on the site. We're going to talk about the dog smuggling and the robbery and all that good stuff that we didn't get to hear in the episode. Again, thank you for showing up, everyone. Thanks to our deceivers, our contestant, and you, the audience. We'll see you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Well played, old boy. Well played.
Yes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to let us know who managed to fool you in the comments below. And also check out RVB 0 premiering November 9th on roosterteeth.com. We're also taking a week off next week, so we'll see you November 11th for more Chump. See you then.